Hey you guys, if you have been paying attention to the Sims 4 community lately, then you may have heard that some malware has been discovered in some mods again. This is not the first time, but based on the information that I believe was discovered yesterday, it's pretty bad. So apparently some prominent modders in the community have figured out what this malware is doing to people's computers and how it's compromising people's computers. So what I want to do today is just share some things that they have suggested that you be aware of and some tools that you can try and that they have suggested to at least figure out if your computer has been compromised and hopefully help you remove any malware you may have and what to do if you suspect or you believe that you may have been affected by this. All right, so let's go ahead. So as you can see, we're starting on the Sims After Dark webpage. Sims After Dark is a community that helps people find issues with their Sims 4 mods. They are very well respected and very knowledgeable about mods in the Sims 4 community. So on this webpage, you'll see it starts off with a very prominent warning about malware. And then if you scroll down, you'll see that it tells you that these are the sites that they believe is the most compromised. And these are all mod congregation sites. So the sites that they believe are compromised is Mod the Sims Resource, and Curse Forge. If you use Simsdom, then that one is already sketchy. So just be aware of that. And if you use Vortex, that one's also a little sketchy to me. So I would suggest you that you not use that one either. And even as I was editing this video, Lovers Lab has also been discovered to have a mod that has been compromised as well. So yeah. Just be careful using any mod aggregation site because it is much more likely that you will find a mod that contains malware on those types of sites. If you continue reading, you'll see that they have discovered that the malware is in the TS4 script file. That's basically just because of the way that script files work. It's probably much easier for them to be able to inject malicious code in a script file. So basically, we're just being super wary of script files right now. They have also discovered that this malware installs an exe file. Now, because it is an exe file, they believe that it is only affecting Windows users as of now. So if you are using a Mac or Linux system, then they have stated that you are unaffected by this since they do not run .exe files. Of course, you should probably just go ahead and delete any of the mods that they believe are compromised. But as for right now, these are the mods that they are sure have malware, which is the Cult mod version 2 that was uploaded to Mod the Sims, and it is an account pretending to be Pimp My Sims. The Social Events Unlimited Time mod, which was uploaded to Curse Forge, and it's by an account that was newly created. The Weather and Forecast Cheat menu, which is by MSQ Sims, who is a fairly known modder in the community. And unfortunately, their account has been hacked. So please do not download anything from MSQ Sims. So we're going to scroll around a little bit more, see what else they tell us. So they say if you have downloaded this malware and opened it, then more than likely it has stolen a bunch of data from your computer, including any passwords you have saved on your computer, even passwords in any of your internet browsers. And these are the types of apps that they believe are affected besides internet browsers, which is Discord, Steam, Telegram, and apparently certain crypto wallets. So yeah, they do give you information on how to check to see if you have this malware installed. And they tell you can press the Windows and R key and you can type or copy and paste this into the search bar and hit OK to see if you have a file called updater.exe or main.exe. If we quickly go over to this EA's help page, you'll see that it includes pretty much the same information. Mac users should be okay. These are the compromised mods they're aware of so far, and then the same information as to how to check for it. But they also include another file called main.exe. If you scroll some more, it'll tell you some information about what to do if you do discover either of these two files or if you believe you are affected by it. They tell you to clear your computer, and then it links to information about this specific virus they believe is causing this. And then they tell you to uninstall Discord or any cryptocurrency wallet you have, because if you start them back, and then this may cause the malware to reattempt to install itself. They also recommend that you go ahead and change all your password and add two-factor authentication for anything that has it available. If you have information about your credit cards or any password saved, go ahead and change all of those, and then go ahead and contact your bank and let them know that you believe your credit card or any saved card or account may have been compromised. And then once you believe you have got rid of it, then you can go ahead and reinstall Discord and your cryptocurrency wallets back onto your computer from fresh downloads. They also give more information about what you can do to keep your data secure in the future. And then next is information about how to clear your system, and we'll go over this in more detail in a bit. Okay, so let's go back to Systems After Dark page. They basically say the same thing: to go ahead and change your passwords, go ahead and contact your bank if you believe information has been stolen. Same thing about Discord and crypto wallets, and then make sure to go ahead and set up two-factor authentication as well. There's also a link to Discord here as well if you want to go ahead and have information from their official Discord. I'll go ahead and link that somewhere below and actually leave links to other sites if you don't have Discord, or if you are afraid to open Discord because that has been one of the apps that has been compromised by this malware. So I'm going to go back up here, and it is some information about how to clear it from your computer, which is to remove the malware from your computer. And that Overwolf or CurseForge has actually created a cleaner program to help you remove that malware from your computer. It says that it should work even on stuff that you've downloaded from sites outside of CurseForge. You can download it from their GitHub page. You can just click on it and go to the GitHub page. If you decide to search for it instead and it takes you to this page, then just go down to releases and it'll take you to the same page if you're unfamiliar with GitHub. Anyway, you can just download and run the cleaner.exe file in order for you to be able to clean up your computer. If you think that you have been affected by this, and even if you just want to check to make sure everything's okay, you can use this or another anti-malware tool that you are comfortable with using. It's also suggested that you run a general malware cleaning detector program as well to make sure your computer is clean. I do not have any suggestions for you, but there are plenty of tech YouTube channels, and I'll go ahead and link some related videos that you might want to try, or channels you might want to try, to help you figure out programs that you can use to find malware, or you can just ask community members on the linked pages I'll provide. So next we're going to go over here to Twisted Mexie's page. So on Twisted Mexie's page, she has actually created a mod to help you detect if you have downloaded any malware and helps block it. If you are going to continue to download mods right now, then it is highly recommended that you download TMX's mod to help keep you safe. He first gives some information about some things that's been going on in the community, and then this just links to the Sims After Dark page here. Then basically he lets you know this is probably going to be a thing for some time, and we may discover more breaches and issues with mods in the future. They do ask you to be careful and warn that this is not an end-all be-all solution. It is just some extra safety because people that create malware will continue to spend way too much time figuring out ways around tools that help discover their malware. And while there may be people like Twisted Mexie who come up with tools and stuff to help discover if you have been hacked, they'll just create more malware to skirt around these tools. So just be aware of that and just be safe. Here he talks about where you can download mods from, which is to make sure that it is from the actual modder's account. Make sure it is not a new account, because apparently they've been creating new accounts and pretending to be that person. And just kind of be on the lookout for anybody reporting mods that they suspect may be compromised. And here it just tells you exactly what their mod does, which is apparently preventing common virus vectors, which I think means it blocks the common ways that viruses are typically installed or tries to breach your computer. So yeah, for that part. And then he says it finds the responsible mod and then lets you know what mod it believes it is responsible for trying to install malware. And then it also will alert their team about the compromise. I don't really like that they have access to information from my computer, but I also understand, like, we already probably kind of gave them this information anyway if we've already downloaded some of their mods, and it is important for the rest of the community to kind of know what's going on. Plus, they do tell you what they're doing, unlike the one from Overwolf, which, while it does give you access to the full code, most of us aren't going to be able to decipher that. So a brief little description would have been nice. Anyway, TMX's tool is just to help you kind of make sure you don't install any malware as of now. Because we're gonna go to this Reddit page, which I will link because they are regularly giving updates about compromised mods as they are discovered. So this is probably a good place to help you keep up so you can know what's happening. As you can see, most sites only had 4 mods listed, but they have added more, especially from MSQ Sims hack page. Some of these other mods were discovered in the past few hours, and apparently somebody has added a script file to a preset. Now, if you have downloaded custom content or any presets, then you'll know that they almost never come with script files because they're not needed most of the time. And I only say most of the time because there may be some very rare exceptions out there. But anyway, they found this script file in a modder CC. It is Players Wonderland from the Sims resource. They say their account has been hacked, so please stay away from the Sims resource because apparently people's real accounts are hacked over there. Like modders' real accounts are hacked over there. So it's probably just better to stay away from the Sims resource as of now. But based on the conversation from Sims Doc server, someone asked the question about how the preset was compromised, and they asked if the package files was compromised so that we can know if we should be more concerned about package files right now, or did they just add a TS4 script to it? And apparently they added a TS4 script to it that was not needed, but of course it was the malware that they had packaged alongside of it. So just be aware of that. And if you see any CC with a script file attached to it, don't download it. And if you have Discord and you actually are a member, and if you have Discord and are a member of Sims After Dark, it's not hard to become a member, but you can go ahead and send them a link to that file or the information about it and ask them if they can check it out and see if it's actually legit or not, or at least let them know so that they can at least let other people know to be skeptical of it and probably not download that file. They also suggest that if you are going to continue to download mods, please only do so from the modders direct links. Do not use any mod aggregation sites because even as I was editing this, they have discovered a compromised mod on Lover's Lab. This is the mod. These are actually the most recent mods that they have found that have been compromised so far. So only download from the modders direct links like the modders Patreon page, G Drive, OneDrive, SimFileShare, etc. And even then, please be careful of any new pages and look at pages with a higher amount of skepticism before downloading. So if you were careful before, then please be more careful now. Most of the bigger modders do have multiple options for how to download their mods and CC from their website. As mentioned here, Little Miss Sam, I believe she has G Drive. I wouldn't use the CurseForge links for now, but we haven't heard of anyone's accounts being hacked on there so far. So it's up to you if you want to take that chance. But if they have another option, I would suggest you go with their other option for now. Finally, they actually believe that this started occurring somewhere between mid to end January. And I know there have been a few updates since then, but don't freak out, especially if you have downloaded updates directly from the modders page. Even if you used CurseForge or some other site and downloaded from modders you know was a normal amount of wear when downloading, then you're probably fine. Still, take the precautions to run some malware detection programs and know that there are communities out there to support you if you need help. So don't freak out, just do the steps and be careful downloading in the future. Unfortunately, there's always risk when downloading stuff online, and we tend to get lax after a while because we've been, downloading these mods for years. But stuff like this always crops up every now and then, and it just reminds us to stay vigilant. So please stay safe and either consider using the tools talked about or do whatever your process is when you are checking for malware. Also, please like and share this video so more Simmers can be aware. I hardly see any videos about it right now, but I hope this was informational and I hope the links provided helps. If I have forgotten to add any links or if you want any more links added, then just leave a comment and I'll try to add it. Anyway, please take care of yourselves until next time. Bye.